And welcome back, everybody. The Waffle Board breaks. How are we doing this evening? It's been pretty cold, obviously. Jersey's getting ready for to get crushed, I guess, on Saturday into Sunday. But just really cold here. All the stuff, the earlier precipitation we had, a little bit of snow last week, is basically just frozen over, melted in some sunspots, but we're not really any accumulation yet, but we're definitely going to get hit. Obviously, we're a little bit below the heaviest area. I think Central Jersey, North Jersey are going to get hit even harder with like up to a foot of snow some places. But I know some of you guys living out in the Buffalo area or even in the Midwest or even into Utah have had snow for quite some time. So we're looking to join the winter crowd this weekend. So obviously, after tonight hits, I'll be mailing out the stuff from last weekend and Tuesday. So I'll drop them off probably either tomorrow or Saturday. Probably tomorrow. I'll probably also do the boxing up video probably maybe tomorrow morning. Um, Obviously, all my boxes are already built. All the jerseys are in the house. Spots are live on eBay. I saw some of them got some bids already, but hope you guys enjoy this reload. We'll be down to 24 boxes after tonight, and then it's loading in 16 more. So we'll be up to 40 for Sunday and right back to 38 for Tuesday evening, next Tuesday. So just like that, back in the 30s. But like I said, it gives us a good 4 weeks of break in before we have to get everything loaded up. I've been grabbing stuff last couple of days, seeing some good stuff, some new stuff, some familiar names. Probably about a half dozen, not counting the backups of stuff I have already boxed up. So there are a couple others. If they hit, I'll be able to load them as well. But 6 completely new names to get in there that aren't boxed up right now, which is good. Like I said, it's always good to be picking stuff up a little bit at a time. Stuff pops up, I'm willing to grab it. It's been not too slim the pickings, but I said I'd like to grab stuff that I know you guys are going to enjoy chasing. So we'll see how that goes. That's always on my end, but like I said, we're ready rolling. Got my tape, got my boxes, jerseys ready to go. I know you guys enjoyed the boxing up video. I said I would think maybe tomorrow. Not crack of dawn early, but 10, 11 or so. We'll see if I can get that up there. Then I'll probably get off to the post office afterwards. So that'll be my good Friday morning for you guys pre-storm here in Jersey. So like I said, it's fun on the table there. We got 2 stacks of 10, and we have the 5 boxes on the left, even though 4 of them are single box runs. Probably should have moved over the 3 from November, but they're up top there, 10, 11. So I can move those over. I mean, depending on what hits tonight, obviously, all the new stuff will stay on the shelves. All the old stuff will be there on the table. I'll probably move 10 and 11 down to make that. So everything in the left column would be before December. So everything in the center and the right will be in December boxes, and everything on the left will be from November and prior. And then, of course, all the shelf stuff is the January reload. So good stuff. Like I said, I can't wait to see what comes out tonight. It's exciting. 25 boxes. Now, we had a monster Sunday with the Austin coming out. You guys, like I said, we've had interesting. I always like to check it. We do have some people that are a bit on a heater right now. Greg K's been on a heater. Thomas M cooled off a little bit. Dale C also was real hot after the reload came in. But as of right now, we have 6 different winners for the last 6 boxes. Plus, Joseph K hit the freebie, so that's 7 different people with the last 7 boxes we opened, including the freebie that we gave away. I think it was Joseph that did that. I can't remember exactly who was, but definitely we got 6 different winners from my boxes. Plus the freebie was I don't know who that was. Ron, Greg, James M, Nick F, Dale C, Adam R. The last 6 boxes, so all different names, which is fun. Big Al hasn't hit since the reload, so he's overdue. He's been pretty consistent, hitting at least once or twice, sometimes once, but It doesn't it used to, but he still grabs at least one, usually in between each reload. And this is 16 boxes since the last reload as of today. So that's pretty good consistency. Keeping that kind of streak alive. It's not. I think he's back since I think March. I think it was the last time, or May, April, May. I can't remember exactly. Was the last time he did? What's the last reload he didn't hit? But you guys, like I said, some of you guys, especially new guys, started to get hot a little bit. So I congratulate you guys. Welcome that. Like I said, I never begrudge anybody for getting hot. I do empathize with all the cold streaks. And said I'm in kind of one right now elsewhere. Haven't hit in a little while. I mean, like I said, not real bad, but over at Dale's, I haven't hit recently, and over at Big Al's since the last series of the East Coast stuff. So now he's halfway through his first allotment. I think he got 20 boxes in. He's done 10 already, and zilch for me over there. So hopefully I can get maybe hot over one of those spots. Bring some more jerseys in. Sometimes obviously I grab spots. Hopefully for my PC, but then of course all my randoms I always have them perfect for filling the boxes for you guys. So all that stuff is great. So make sure you get over to Big Al's on Monday for that. And then I'll go over to Dale. Dale's actually going on vacation. So his box that he's breaking Sunday morning is the last claim he's going to have for a little while. So make sure you get over there. I'll keep you guys aware of when he's back and he's starting to be listing his boxes again. But so then we have Big Al's right now. I know he has 10 more boxes for the East Coast unless he orders more. So we're still waiting to hit some monsters. He's hit, I think, two of the headliners in the first 10 boxes. So none of the big community hits yet, or the huge names on the headliners, but he did hit two headliners so far, which is good. I think he hit the Barkov this last couple boxes, and who do you one before that? I can't remember who it was, but he did also hit another one of the headliner spots in the East Coast. We know that's quality stuff coming out of there. Josh does a great job getting those jerseys boxed up, and we know that those are definitely in those 60 boxes every series. We've hit some monsters. I've personally hit some monsters. Some of you guys have hit some monsters. Joseph Case hit some monsters. And you guys know those are great jerseys coming out of there. So, but good luck to everybody tonight. I'm excited. 1 in 25 box odds, as good as it can get. We've got a little lower before, but just mathematically it works out. 25 is the last Facebook fill. Sometimes you get down to 24, 23. I think that's maybe the lowest we've ever gone, but usually 25 is about the norm. So, and like I said, loading up 16, I don't always load up 16, but that gets us right back up to the nice round number of 40. So, make sure you guys are enjoying the games tonight. Lots of good, close games tonight. The bolts are off, so I was just trying to tune in to watch some of these great players. Golden Knights finally answered the bill after being down 4-0. They finally scored 3 goals, but I think they're going to lose that one to Boston. Hawks and Hurricanes going to overtime, tied at 3. I don't think Bedard scored because he's back from his injury, but so that's going. I think the Preds finally scored on the Sens. They were down 3-0. Penguins came out, jumped all over the Oil in Edmonton, got 3 quick goals on them. Buffalo did just win. Okay, so Buffalo just won a couple games, win final. Buffalo was up 3-2 on the Canadians, and I guess they got an empty netter. And then the Jackets with the 1-0 shutout of the Stars. Jackets are the second worst team in the Eastern Conference, and Dallas has been reeling. So, like I said, Dallas with all that firepower, they definitely didn't answer the bell today, and they took the L. So, Stars still have like 28 wins. One of the best teams in the league. But the Jackets won again. The only team in the Eastern Conference less than 2 games over 500 is the New York Rangers, and the wheels are falling off that, and the sell-off is probably going to be happening very soon. We expect to see guys like Panarin moved, probably guys like Trocheck, probably some of their depth defensemen, guys like Susie. Like I said, if there's obviously going to be need across the league for depth defensemen. That's what you need to make runs. I mean, just to keep your team healthy. So I'm sure they're going to sell off as many of their parts they feel are not essential and not long-term contracts. And I know Trocheck is affordable. Panarin's on expiring contracts, and some of those defensemen that they have, even though they're not huge names, they're going to fit well on teams looking to make a run, to try to keep their, regular D healthy. You bring in one of these guys from one of these other teams. Smart move. These GMs know what they're doing. So the Rangers, the only team that I said, not only are they not close to 2 games over 500, I think they're 2 games under 500. So even though the Jackets are not a playoff threat right now, and the Sens are just above them in the standings, and obviously the Sens lost today. No, they went. No, they're beating the Preds. So the Jackets already won. Sens are looking to beat the Preds. They're even distancing themselves even further from the Rangers, and that's not good. So, obviously with Fox hurt and Shesterkin out, he's hurt, and the Rangers just don't look like they have any momentum at all. They brought up some kids, trying to see the young guys, guys like, Gabe Perreault, Hoffman. They got guys playing in the lineup that obviously haven't been even playing in the minors all year. And it's probably the end of the run here for the Rangers. Obviously, they sent a letter out to their fan base to try to be patient, and they're going to make some moves. So, I'm sure they're answering. They're taking phone calls now for their players. So we'll see how that goes. Rangers have been one of the top teams in the Eastern Conference over the last, half decade or so. But it looks like they're going to have to shed some of their players and get ready to make another run in the future. But like I said, I don't know. The Jackets or the Hawks are going OT. I don't know the shootout yet. Is it just overtime? Jackets beat the Stars 1-0. Sabre took out the Canadians 4-2. Bruins held off the Golden Knights after being up 4-0 to win that 4-3. Very nice. Oh, yeah, so it looks like end of overtime. Hawks and Canes going to a shootout. Sens up 3-1 on the Preds after 2. Panthers 1-0. Man, that's not Bobrovsky. So that's Hellebuck with the backup goalie for the Panthers. Penguins after 3-0 against the Oil, man. Like I said, I don't know if there's any answers for what is going wrong right now in Edmonton, but we'll see. Obviously, with the best player on the planet, they're always a danger. And then the Wings and Wild just started, so we'll be able to watch that when we're done. So good luck, everybody. 1 box tonight. Cannot wait to see what comes out. Let me see. Yeah, it's been a pretty good run. Like some of you guys are trying to get back on winning streaks. Some of you guys have been relatively warm. We'll see if some of your heaters continue into tonight. Good luck, everybody. I said, I know I didn't check the payments, so if you're still paying, like I said, I don't chase you guys down. So I expect the payments to come in at some point in time. I'm patient about that, but we'll take care of that afterwards. Like I said, I have all kinds of post-break stuff to do. And I'll end whatever hits tonight, so it won't be on eBay. It will just be the 40 spots will be available on eBay to end Sunday. So, like I said, looking forward to the boxing video. I'm sure you guys will enjoy that. Like I said, probably tomorrow morning, maybe like 10 or 11 or so. So if you're looking to watch it live with me, I know some of you guys have stopped by as I've streamed it live, but I always post it after we're done there anyway. So just to get it out of the way, obviously knowing the winter weather's coming our way, probably not till like Saturday night, but obviously we'll be buckled down on Sunday when we're breaking and behind the snow drifts. The Bob fight was great. That was the first. I didn't realize Bob skated all the way down to fight Ned. That was the first goalie fight in like 5 years. I'm like, since 2000, it was a 2020 or 2022. It's been a long time, they said, since there was a goalie fight. Obviously, I remember almost all the goalie fights vividly. Obviously, the Osgood, Wawa, was huge. Like I said, some of these goalie fights are legendary. I remember when Kipper, Vokoun had a big brawl one year. Like I said, all these are like immortalized on these the cards. I think in the game, one of their goaltending sets, they had like a subset of all like these fights and goalie fights. And like I said, it's exciting. Obviously, they get penalties for leaving the crease. They get penalties for fighting, but they don't have to leave the game. So it's like there's no real punishment for the goalies. And they get to go back to their creases, get their gear back on and situated and keep playing. Somebody else has to serve in the box. But that was fun to see. I said Bob wasn't having it. They're down 3-1. He skated down and take on Ned. He basically had to meet him almost basically between the circles because I think Ned was facing the fight. He didn't see Bob coming until he almost got on top of him. And it's not easy to stop when you're skating almost the full length of the rink. And they got some good hits in. So it's, I mean, if you're gonna have a goalie fight, at least make it worthwhile. So that was interesting to see. You don't expect those. Obviously, we haven't seen one in many years, but that was fun. Like I said, it was good to watch. Bob, I mean, he's, like you said, now he's one of the elder statesmen of the goalies in the league, and he wasn't having it. So that was definitely fun to watch. So, like I said, let's get to it. Let me get this, do all my post break stuff, and then we can watch some games as we're finishing up tonight. Keep it warm wherever you are. Good luck, everybody. Like I said, this is as good as your odds are going to get, pretty much. Obviously, for another month or so. Like I said, even when we do 16 more, that'll get us back down to the same number unless something weird happens. But going like for a week, so, it's pretty set in that way. But so good luck, everybody. Of course, 81 is our trigger box still. 81 hits. There will be a giveaway jersey as well. Every one of the spots, obviously, your odds are the best for the giveaway. If it hits tonight, 1 in 25. Every spot is eligible to win the free jersey if box 81 hits tonight. So good luck to everybody. I said, I'm not rooting against anything. I'd love to see the monsters come out. Seeing that Matthews come out was so smooth. I mean, that was absolutely beautiful. But on all these jerseys, especially the ones you guys have been chasing, I'm happy when they all come out. Like I said, I told you, Larry, I sent you some pictures of stuff I have come in now for the February reload. So we got some good stuff on the way. That was just a couple of the jerseys. I have like a half dozen, either on the way to me or here at hand. So it should be fun as well. But like I said, we're looking at our Olympic break. Probably by the time we get around to the next reload, probably early part of February, because you're looking at 4 weeks and what it'll be. It's probably almost sort of the end of February. So right around the Olympic break is, I guess, we'll be doing the next reload. So good luck, everybody. Like I said, WAFFLEBOARD Breaks appreciates the continued love and support. Cannot wait to see what comes out tonight. So let's get going. Where's my dice roller and my random list? Okay, here we go. Let's do it. Okay. 5 or more, of course, on our boxes here in order. We've hit some of the old stuff. We now have 4 single box runs, 81, 23, 44, and 70. Of course, 81's our trigger box. 3, 10, and 11 are the last boxes from November. Then 13 through 26 is all our early December reload. And 29 through 47 is the late December reload. So absolutely crazy. 25 boxes, and only 4 of them are from before November. So it's pretty good hitting the old stuff. Like I said, I never root for or against anything. Like I said, I love to see some of these old jerseys, especially if they've been chased for a long time. I love seeing them hit. But of course, same stuff. I love seeing the new boxes come out, even if it's not been in there. Like I said, now every one of these late December jerseys has been in there for 15 boxes. So they're all ready to hit, whether it's the most recent reload or all the way back in May. So we'll see what comes out tonight. Let's do it. 5 or more. Good luck, everybody. Let's see what we got. That's 7 times. Of course, the most common die roll is 7. 7 times a list. Come up with a box. Last box before the reload goes in. Spots are live on eBay, so make sure you guys get over there. Either stake your claims or give your likes or give your watches so you can come back and grab them on Sunday. So I will post all the unsolds. Obviously, 40 boxes, 40 spots. There probably will be some unsolds to post on Facebook afterwards. So, don't feel obligated to get your bids in, because I will throw them on Facebook after they ends. So here we go. Good luck, everybody. 7 times for a box. 1, 25 boxes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the box we're going to open tonight, last box before the reload goes in, it's going to be box number 20. 20 it is. 25, 7 times, 25 boxes. Box number 20. 7 times, 25 boxes. Box number 20. Let me get that out of there. Save me some trouble. Actually, I have to remember to go in add all the new boxes for Sunday. So there we go. Box 20. Okay, let me set this back up. Let me get my list. Woohoo! Box 20. My list. Okay, box 20, box 20, box 20. There we go. Okay. Okay. For my owners. So here we go. Okay. Box 20 it is. Right there in the middle. Box 20. Here we go. Very good. Good luck, everybody. Like I said, I'll move 10 and 11 down. In fact, let me do this now while we're here. There we go. There we go. There we go. So now we got everything on the left column is November and earlier, and everything in the center and right are December. So I'll even that out. We're done. We're gonna drop over 31 to the bottom of the pile. There it goes. Box 20. Good luck, everybody. Let's see what we got. Where's my list? Let me see. Looks like the early December reload. We got 7 different people. There we go. Good luck, everybody. I have zero idea what's in this box. Let's see what we got. Good luck. Okay, here we go. Box 20 is going to be big time. Joe Saki, Quebec Nordiques, monster. That's how you want to finish a run. Monster Joe Saki. There it is. David Adams COA. Blue Ink Sig. David Adams sticker. There it is. That's how you want to finish a run. Big time. Joe Saki. That's an absolutely gorgeous. There it is. Florida Lee's. Joe Saki. 19. Big time hit. Boom. Big time hits. With the C. Very good. Fanatics Vintage. Of course. Very nice. This is right out of my PC. So I'm the only person that's ever owned this jersey. There it is. I hit this myself many moons ago. Very nice. Joe Saki. I said that was definitely one that's been chased. Congratulations. And that actually, yes, that is the very 1A. It was the claim. 1 and 1A. He grabs, Jake G grabbed Joe Saki. Paul Coffey has his spot claims. First 2 claims made. Congratulations. There it is. Banger. That's exactly it. Banger. Joe Saki. So we had Matthews and Saki in a week, man. 2 monsters. Congratulations. Very nice. You know, there they are. They're there to get hit. Obviously, if the randomizer shines on you, boom, big time. You want big time? We got big time. Congratulations, Jake. Very nice. Very, yeah. Congratulations all around. Big Al and Larry throwing you the congratulations. As I'm saying, that one's been chased. A lot of people love that one. Love it. Like I said, this is right out the PC. Vintage Fanatics. Actually I got a white Saki myself. So I was like, you know what? The blue one can go into the boxes. So that is on you guys. Congratulations. You earned that one. Very nice, Jake. Like I said, that was always a big claim. Obviously, lots of battles on eBay for that. Sorry to see it go, but I'm very happy to see somebody hit that. Congratulations. There we go. Still got some big jerseys still to hit. Obviously, Joe Saki and Austin Matthews are huge hits gone, but you guys will have a good time chasing the other stuff that we have. New stuff going in, 16 new boxes. Give us up to 40 on Sunday. Like I said, there's still some big names coming out. We'll see. Obviously, your odds is going a lot lower, but of course, your costs would be a lot lower as well. Next Tuesday and Thursday would be the lowest of the Facebook claims for you guys. So, congratulations. Real nice. I love seeing them come out. Like I said, it hurts to see them go, but I love seeing you guys hit these because I know how it feels back when I would hit this stuff. I mean, it's just so nice to see it come out, you know. Hate to see it in there forever and see you guys chase it forever. But Joe Saki, congratulations. That was actually from early December reload. So been there about a month and a half or so. So congratulations on that. I will get that boxed up and packaged up and send it out. Like I said, mostly locally tomorrow afternoon. I'll put them into the mail. Expect me to do the boxing up video for the new stuff tomorrow early, and then I'll get over to the post office afterwards. But there it is. Saki's going to be on the way to you. You should get it, obviously, probably after the snow hits, wherever you may be. But obviously, wherever you are, it probably has snow already. But it'll be out of here before it hits here. So congratulations. Very nice. Waffleboard Breaks has the bangers, man. You want monsters? We got monsters. So there you go. Very nice finish to the reload. 2 huge monsters in the last 4 boxes. You guys do a great job chasing this stuff. I love it with the nice stitch on the fleur-de-lis. Just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Congratulations, Jake G. So sorry for everybody that did not hit. Obviously, you guys got to see an absolute monster come out this week twice. Austin Matthews and Joe Saki. Hopefully there's stuff in there that you like to chase as well. But like I said, across the board, it's going to be pretty much cheaper, I think. So it's be fun. Obviously, the big spots help balance it out. But you guys have your targets. I can't wait to see what comes out. You know, obviously Sunday with new boxes going in. So look forward to seeing anybody who wants to stop by tomorrow when I'm doing the boxing up. Till then, I got some stuff to do. Thank you very much for being involved. The Waffleboard Breaks. Look forward to seeing you guys back here on Sunday. So thank you much. Enjoy the night. Enjoy the late games. Talk to you guys soon. Waffleboard Breaks is out.